Why is US President Donald Trump, so interested? Why is he so interested in making Bitcoin and cryptocurrency uh, a part of the US strategic reserve? So why is he creating an American a strategic reserve which includes which is dedicated to cryptocurrencies? Essentially, what's happening is that Trump is interested in making Bitcoin and various other cryptocurrencies into a strategic reserve asset for the United States. And why is this happening? That's the question. And he has recently signed an order to create a strategic Bitcoin or crypto reserve for the United States. So this move by Trump, it's part of his effort, his push to position his country, the United States, as the world's crypto capital, cryptocurrency capital. And he recently announced a crypto summit that there's going to be a crypto summit. He announced that recently, and in this strategic reserve, there's going to be various cryptocurrencies that will be included, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and XRP, and various other cryptocurrencies. So this strategic reserve will hold cryptocurrencies that have been seized by the US government in legal proceedings, in court cases, in various legal proceedings. And this is going to be kind of like the strategic gold reserves that the United States has at Fort Knox. So is this a big deal? It's kind of a big deal because it's the first time the US government is treating Bitcoin and crypto as a valuable asset, similar to the way governments have historically treated gold. Every nation has gold assets, right? A certain amount of gold assets. Few hundreds of tons of gold or thousands of tons of gold. You hold that in reserve because gold is the number one imperishable asset. So now the US is going to treat cryptocurrency and Bitcoin especially similar to the way we generally treat gold. And how much Bitcoin or crypto does the US government have? I think they estimated they have about 200,000, 2 lakh Bitcoins that they have seized thus far, which essentially is worth several $billion. I'm not sure exactly what it is. You can, if it's 200,000, you can figure out, you can calculate it based on the current going rate for one Bitcoin, and it's going to be a few $billion. So instead of selling these Bitcoins, they're going to keep them as a long-term investment. And see, it's not a bad idea because it doesn't cost the US taxpayer anything. And if the value of Bitcoin goes up, and it could be really beneficial to the United States. So just to put this in the right context, what's Bitcoin? What's cryptocurrency? It's different from regular money because especially when it comes to Bitcoin, there's a limited amount of it. So it's a good way to protect against inflation. So that's why it's a good idea, and it shows that the US and Trump they're taking digital currencies seriously, and they want to make and keep America a leader. They want to keep America a leader in the global economy, and this would give the US various options, more options in dealing with other countries, especially in situations where regular banking may not work, whether you want to fund some kind of regime change operation or you want to fund so-called freedom fighters in various parts of the world and so on. Okay. So that's a deal. Of course, this has some risks. Bitcoin's value can fluctuate. It can drop also, which has happened, I suppose, in the past. So that could be a problem. I'm sure everybody doesn't agree it's a good idea, but and I'm sure there are certain political arguments against this. But overall, I think the US government is trying to be forward thinking and staying in tune with the times. So that's the deal with Trump creating a Bitcoin and cryptocurrency strategic reserve for his country.